What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV. I had to sneak away to go ahead and do this video because I know I haven't been doing a whole bunch of content lately. I know for some of you guys, you tune in on Sundays, and I'm over at Mark Holmes' house. So if you aren't already subscribed to Mark Holmes, make sure you subscribe. On Sundays, we're over there. We do the live broadcast. So I'm over there every Sunday, and we're going over all of the games. So let's out of the way. The Cowboys on Monday night, man, we showed out. We did exactly what I thought we would do. I know I didn't do a preview video, but I just felt real good about this game the whole time. I just felt like we had too much offensively for Philadelphia to keep up, and that's exactly what it was. Zeke Elliott did what he does to Eagles all the time. He showed out. He set the tone for everything else on that opening drive, and that's pretty much it, man. Everything that Philadelphia really got in that game, we kind of gave to them, but, I mean, defense played well. They flew around. They gave up a couple big chunk plays, but I just think that's how this defense is designed. Every once in a while, we're going to give up chunk plays, but we're going to hold tight, and we're going to make it really tough on the other team. Offensively, we just press the gas this week, and hopefully as, time goes on and guys get some rust out and we get some guys healthy, we'll start executing a lot more than we're already doing. Right now, we're executing at a high pace, in my opinion. The field looks really, really small. It looks like our offense is about as explosive as Kansas City's offense is. The difference is they have a little bit more speed, a lot more speed in like guys like Tyreek Hill. But for the most part, we're moving the ball pretty easy. So I'm really happy about that. This upcoming game against Carolina, it looks like Christian McCaffrey might be out of that game. And if you take him out of that game, I don't give a damn if Hubbard is the running back or whoever, man. I just don't think they have the firepower to keep up with us. Yeah, Sam Darnold killed us the last time, but it's a different ball game, man. We are a different team. Our defense is flying around the ball. I just think we make it a lot tougher for them than they make it for us. Carolina is a solid team, though. I won't sit here and act like they're the Eagles. But we're a solid team, too, and I just think that we're just a better football team. Doesn't matter where that game is going to be played. It's a home game for us. If it's in Carolina, if it's in Dallas, it's a home game for us, so there's no advantage when it comes to that. I'd like to see our special teams play a little bit better. As far as the kicking game goes, we missed the extra point this week, man. We can't leave those 3 points on the field. We get boxed in a lot, too. Maybe that has something to do with the defense, but we're always starting long drives, so we got to get a little bit better at field positioning. I'm not sure how we do that. Maybe the returner can do a better job of figuring out when to fair catch it and when to let it go. Maybe that's one way we can do that. But for the most part, I think that this should be it's not going to be an easy game, but I think that we could win this one. And my prediction to the game is probably like 27 to 20, maybe 27 to like 16 or something like that. I just think we got to look. We're not making the same mistakes that we were making before. As long as we're not turning the ball over and we're not getting stupid penalties, we're going to move the ball and score on offense. But you guys are probably wondering where I've been at, man. You guys see the shirt, Wakefield Warriors, man. I've been, elevated to offensive coordinator there, under the great Wayne Hogwood. And, I'm enjoying my time, man. It's actually a dream job of mine. I've always really, since I stopped playing, I've always wanted to come back, no matter what it was, whether I made it to the pros, whether, I played college football. I always wanted to come back and run the offense for Wakefield. And I'm kind of living my dream right now. So right now it's my first year doing so on the varsity. I've been the JV head coach for a couple of years. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to really, prep the guys, get guys in the right position to really go out there and execute, man. And right now, we are struggling a little bit, but it's not necessarily moving the ball. It's just little things. And I think that we're going to get those things wrinkled. We're going to get those wrinkles out. And I think that we're going to start doing pretty well. But a lot goes into that. And right now, I have a newfound respect for offensive coordinators out there. Like Kellen Moore, that first year we were so hard on him, it was more so growing pains. And as you're seeing now, he's getting better and better at managing distance, managing games and calling games. And I can definitely tell you from my perspective, It's not as easy as it looks, man, because you have to account for a lot of things. You got to account for penalties. You got to account for injuries. You got to account for the other team for the most part. Like, they're going to have other players that just wreck your game plan, and you got to be able to adjust on the fly. So big ups to those guys. I used to kill Jason Garrett a lot. Not necessarily I kind of killed Jason Garrett for game management. That's a little bit different than, setting up the offense and guys not being able to execute. One of the coaches on my staff, not my staff, but one of the coaches on the staff said, when you're calling plays or you're the coordinator, you're either the hero or the GOAT. So sometimes, guys might not execute the way that you want them to, or, it might not go out how it's drawn out on paper. And it might be a great theory, but if it's not carried out, people are going to always look at you because you're the guy that's making the decision. So just keep that in mind, man, when we're out there and we're killing these coaches. Because I can personally tell you, man, from sitting on that side, man, it's a total different ball game. It's not as easy as playing Madden. At least on Madden, you can kind of control the sticks. But when you're not controlling the sticks and really you're just trying to play chess with the other side, man, it's a little different, man, because things don't always go as planned, but you always got to have another plan. You always got to be ready, always got to be positive, and you always got to be on your toes. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I've been, man, and where you guys can find me, man. I'm going to try and do as many videos as possible. I'm going to try as I can. I'm going to, get to Mark's house every Sunday. And, it's a big fight coming up. So, you guys know that I do cover boxing. So Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are fighting in Vegas. I have my plane ticket. I got my room set this time. So I'm ready to go. Hopefully nobody pulls out, because we're talking about October 9th. I can't wait. I'm going to cover that fight. Hopefully we can get some interviews in there. I know that I have one set up right now. It's a surprise, but I'm just waiting on the details. But it is a big figurehead in the boxing world. So you guys look out for it, all right? But remember, my prediction for the Cowboys, back to the Cowboys, 27-20 win over the Panthers. All right, guys. Peace.